Hello everyone, this is Simrex, and welcome back to the Minecraft Freestyle Survival Guide. I forgot to start recording, but I didn't get very far into the video here before I realized it, so I'm building a kelp farm. I've got, I think, everything I need right there, some dogs to help with mobs if necessary. I've already started part of this. I've got 15 dispensers all facing up right here and a little channel right here of smooth stone where I'm going to go ahead and lay our first bit of redstone for this project. A full disclaimer, the inspiration for this farm came from another YouTuber, Logic Geek Boy, and I'll leave a link in the description and a card somewhere up here on the screen to the video I got the inspiration from. I'm going to be doing a few things different than he did, but I like this design and I think it looks fun to build, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, the next thing we're going to do here is we're going to whip out our observers and we're going to put these across here. We should, whoops, I guess that works. They're going to be facing away from these dispensers like this. We'll take out those extra accidental observers I put in. I think one was underneath, so we might have lost that one. No, there it is. Still underneath. And then similar to a sugarcane farm, and I didn't have everything I needed. I know what I forgot. We need some pistons. And we're going to put these facing toward us, back toward where the kelp's going to grow. So go ahead and shift click down and we'll get 15 across here. So as of this stage, you should have something that looks like this. And we're going to take that out because I made a mistake right there. So we can go ahead and take all this out actually. And we're going to get some of our hoppers out of this chest. And for each one of these dispensers, we're going to get 2 hoppers coming out of the back of it. So I'm just going to do 2 rows. First row right into the back of the dispensers, and then the second row right into the back of that first row of hoppers. Alright, and we'll go ahead and get some of, oh, I already have some of our glass. I was going to say, we'll get some of our glass, and go ahead and start putting glass around here, and glass on top of this first row of hoppers is fine. Glass there, there. We'll go ahead and just put in the second row of glass. And I should have kept the Silk Touch pickaxe out and put the Fortune pickaxe up. We're going to do that real quick. That way I don't waste a bunch of glass on accident, breaking it with something other than Silk Touch. This part here is something I'm doing differently than Logic Geek Boy. I am going to use a minecart rail system for getting our bone meal to our dispensers. He just used a bunch of chests, which is fine, but for our purposes and the way I'm set up here, I want it to be able to come from our bone meal collection up there straight down to here, and then I'll link that up however I decide to do that. Alright, so for right here, we're going to go ahead and dig out this front row of dirt. And I'm stuck for some reason. I don't know why I'm stuck, but I'm stuck. So that should take care of all that. I'm going to get our smooth stone blocks and do a row diagonally down in front of these observers like this. I missed one. And then we're going to take 15 redstone dust and dot across the top of these. And then I'm going to do the same thing off our pistons. I'm still going to use smooth stone because that's the way I like to put my redstone down. I'm going to come a block off, break that guy right there. And in case you guys haven't figured it out yet, this farm won't work on Bedrock Edition because it relies on quasi-connectivity, which is exclusive to Java Edition. So this farm itself will not work on bedrock. I know I can build something that would work on bedrock, but this one will not. So I need to go ahead and make a way up there, get our redstone back out, and 15 redstone up here now. Okay, and then next, guys, I'm going to come down in here. There we go. So if you come back in front of the pistons, you can place 15 more observers. Just target the redstone dust, and your observers will point right there where you want them to be. So now, minus these blocks I used to climb on, we should have something that looks like this. I'm going to have to go in there real quick and take out that row of blocks I used as scaffolding. So we'll go ahead and get these out of the way. And then put our glass back right there. And then the next thing we need to do here is another layer of glass all the way around this. So around here, on each side, and then around the front. Kind of have to build your glass up as you go. This farm's kind of tall. It is 25, 30 blocks tall. It's a pretty big farm. Alright guys, so since kelp grows 25 blocks tall, we need to go up another 22 blocks here. And thankfully we've got water to jump into. That's fun. Alright, so let me get on finishing encasing this in glass, and I will be back with y'all in a few. Okay guys, so that takes care of our sides. I had to go get more stone a few times and smelt down, so I've got all this weird scaffolding. Alright guys, so for the next part here, we got a couple little tasks. We've got some temporary blocks in here, something easy to break, ideally. Then we need to figure out where. I think we said we're going to do collection on this side. Let's come off this direction here. Squat down there. We're going to go one out. We want to leave a gap in between and have another row of glass here. And if we're going to collect on this side, we're going to get our hoppers out. And I'm going to put a row of hoppers all going into each other right here. Alright, that's all done and sorted. That's going to be for our collection. I also realized that I just made a mistake. We need, and we can take this back out later if we want to, this bottom river, we need glass up here. Otherwise our water is just going to roll over the end. And then we want glass all along this back here, or front, whatever side you guys want to call that. So then we need a couple water buckets. We're going to use the same thing we did on that skeleton farm there a couple episodes ago. We're going to dump a bucket there. We're going to skip one and dump a bucket, take the middle. Skip one, dump a bucket, take the middle, all the way down. There we go. So then we got all these water sources over the dirt. Those water sources are going into these hoppers right here. Alright, next thing to do, guys, is break out these temporary blocks. Let's come all the way across and break these guys out. Now we're also going to need water sources one below here. Why does it look like I don't have a full source there? I'm pretty sure I do. Now we need to place water sources on the top of all these right here where the kelp's going to grow. And what we're ending up doing instead is taking water sources. Alright, so I took that top back out. These under here shouldn't matter because our kelp's going to create water sources there, but we're going to do this the easy way. We're going to put a water source there, a water source there, and take out in the middle, possibly. Alright, so what I did, guys, is I just made a temporary renewable water source over there for us. Make sure this all gets filled in right. Otherwise, we will have problems with the kelp making it to the top. And then we're still going to want the ones up here. There we go. Now we got all those guys going where they should be, and we have water sources everywhere they're supposed to be now. Oh! Well, that could have hurt. There's a baby zombie riding a chicken. There we go. Now I'm going to cheat for just a minute. Rather than climbing all the way back up there, I'm going to break out a couple pieces of glass and then put them back real quick. And now we're going to take our kelp and we're going to plant it on each one of these, and you'll have to shift click so you don't actually open the inventory of the dispensers. When you're drowning, I need to get to the top of this. Oh no, 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 no! I thought we were gone there, guys. Let me heal up real quick. That was kind of scary. Okay, we are healed. We're going to shift click our way down, make sure we got kelp in hand first. Okay, that's all of them. Let's get out of here. Swim, 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 dude. Oh, sketchy. There we go. Whew. Okay, that part is done. That's the scary part. So I think I don't quite have enough glass for the next part. I'm going to have to go get some more. So let's run over here. Hopefully there's still some smelting and I haven't blown through all our glass. But we need to get up there and cover the top of this up. Okay, that should be plenty. Let's also get some more blocks to pillar up with. Let's take some stone or something out of here. Okay, now we can go ahead and roof this guy in. All nice. So our kelp can't fly out of it. There we go, that is all roofed in. I am going to work my way down and take out some of this scaffolding we had made here. Alright guys, that is a huge, huge kelp farm. Alright, now we can get to the redstone for this thing, guys, and still going to be pillaring. We are going to get our smooth stone out here. Some comparators, some repeaters. I think I actually need a couple more observers for this. Oops, observers, what am I missing? Oh, probably nether quartz. Couple more observers. Oh, let's get our redstone dust down here, our redstone blocks down here. Some hoppers. And I think that'll get us started. Okay, so also didn't leave anything to climb with. There we go. Alright, so one off of here, we need a repeater going into that guy. Alright, so we'll get down off of here. We're going to take those out. We're going to get one of our redstone blocks and hopefully take it right off that repeater. Yep. Okay, now let's get our hoppers. We're going to make a little hopper clock here. That one's temporary. Hopper, whoops. Hopper going into it. That guy can come out. That one can come back out. This one can go in. Alright, and then we need a couple more smooth stone. One here. One smooth stone here. Get comparators reading off of both of those hoppers, and then we're going to get some sleep because it's getting dark. Okay, and then right back into this, guys. We're going to do, not right there. We want it off. That comparator right there. I guess we'll do it that way. It wouldn't let me hit it where I wanted to. When I tried to hit the hitbox with the comparator, it went on top. That one worked correctly. Alright, couple redstone dust. One there. One there. And we'll flip around here, get in our chest. We'll take our repeaters out of our hotbar for a minute. We need 2 of our sticky pistons. We've got one of these guys facing this way, right here. Possibly. There we go. And then the other one, same place, just on this side over here. There we go. Apparently an item fell into that hopper clock. Yeah, there it is. I got it out of there. Yeah, an item fell into that hopper clock. That was not intentional for that thing to start going nuts. Alright, so in this left hopper here, we want 24 items for our clock. And now we've got another clock to control the dispensers. This one is controlling the timing on our pistons. 24 items shooting back and forth between these hoppers, with the comparators taking a reading and giving power to these pistons when 24 items pass through. So as these filter into here, this comparator is going to power that piston and shove things back over, just like that. So now let's get started on a clock for our dispenser circuit down here. So let's go ahead and take that one out. We're going to place in another smooth stone and get one of our repeaters to place in right here. And I think that actually needs to be on 2 ticks. I'm going to place in another block right by this repeater here. And this clock is going to be an observer clock, so that's where our observers are going to come in, and this is going to be a very fast clock. That is why that's going to be on 2 ticks to slow it down, because you'll see the pulse out of the back of this other observer in a minute and exactly how fast this clock is. See how fast that is? That's 1 tick. Over here it's slowed down to 2, I believe, or 4, since it would be, yeah, it'd be 1, 2, and then 4, because that's on 2 ticks. So then we need another temporary block over here with a sticky piston pointing into this observer on the end. And then since we've already got our solid block behind the piston there, we can get our lever, if I have it on me. Do I have it on me? Yeah, I have it on me. And this turns the entire system off. Now everything's quiet. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is start a delivery system for bone meal here with our hopper minecart. Let's get a couple powered rail. Let's do, how big is this thing? 15 wide. So we're going to do a powered rail on this one, because I think a piece of powered rail will shoot it like 17 blocks, I believe. And we'll get a piece of powered rail on that one. And for now, we can probably just use a couple of redstone torches to power these powered rail. Hopefully, let's see. Place it there. Will that power it? That looks like it powered it. Yes, that did power it. And we can come back and adjust this later if we want to hide our redstone a little bit. But just for now, to get it working, we're going to do that. We're going to get our smooth stone once again and make a place to stop this thing. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and think of a way that we can build up a system here with a hopper, pointing down onto there, and a chest on top of it for now. So let's get a couple chests. We'll get a chest on a hotbar, jump up, shift click, jump up and place it, turn it into a double chest, and then put our hopper minecart, whatever I've done with it. And we'll put our hopper minecart right here on that powered rail, and that'll get our bone meal delivery system going. Now I'm going to empty out my inventory and go get a bunch of bone meal, which we have absolutely loads of bone meal at this point. I was able to fill up everything up there, and then our little collection chest over by the melon farm is full, and these should probably almost be full over here again. Yeah, it's almost full down there. We're going to take just as much as we can carry and go put into that system. Fill this chest up with all the bone meal we have on us. We'll let this go ahead and start filling up our dispensers all the way. Okay, now they all got bone meal in them. So we've got all our kelp growing up to the top, so we'll have source blocks. We can go put our 24 items back in this hopper clock here. Oh, that sounded glorious. It lagged me out a little bit breaking all that at once. Look at that, guys. That is so awesome, and it'll break it. Gonna have a lot of kelp, y'all. Go ahead and turn that off. There's a couple more things I need to work on here, but I think I might do those off camera. The main part of this episode was to build the kelp farm itself. I still need to get bone meal from up there down to here automatically, and then build a place down here, and I'm just going to take a hopper line from up there to down here for a collection of kelp, so I can be turning it into kelp blocks and sending it up there to be used as fuel. Thank you guys very much for watching. My name's been SimRex. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. If you'd like to see more like this, be sure to subscribe. Also, be sure to go check out Logic Geek Boy's video on his design for this. He'd probably really appreciate it. It's also a nice design. Again, it does not work in Bedrock Edition because of quasi-connectivity, but I think there are ways around this, and maybe I'll get into Bedrock Edition world and see if I can come up with something close to this without the use of quasi-connectivity, which doesn't function in Bedrock Edition. So again, thanks for watching. You guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.